that one day Arjuna walked into the chambers when Yudhishthira and Draupadi were together in an intimate sexual situation. And their understanding of the brothers was that for the year that Draupadi is with one of the brothers, the others will not look at her as a wife but as a bhabhi or a sister-in-law. That was the arrangement. I'm not sure how that worked, but apparently it did. Now, one day, Arjuna walks in, sees them in a compromising situation, and the agreement was whoever does this has to go on an exile as penance. During this 12 months penance that Arjuna goes, what happened was that he ended up marrying 3 people. The first is Subhadra, that we know of. The whole kidnap case and all of that we are aware of. The second is Ulupi or Uluchi, the Naga queen, through whom they had a son called Iravana, who comes and fights on the Pandava side, performs great deeds and dies on the same day that he comes. Never spoken before or after that ever. Now, he marries another princess called Chitrangada. This is not a side story, by the way. This is very much the part of the core Mahabharata. He marries a princess called Chitrangada, who is the princess of a place called Manipura or Manilura. It's not the Manipura we have in contemporary India. That princess is born under strange circumstances. I mean, who isn't in Mahabharata? But her story is somewhat interesting in its own way. The family of Chitrangada has a situation where only one child is ever born. And that child is the king. This has continued in this family all this while, except once the child born is a girl. Anywhere in India, this would have been a cause of great concern. Because how is a girl going to become the king? Girls are supposed to marry and leave. Except in the kingdom of Manipura, the king is okay. So a daughter is born. She will go on to become the king. Our job is to protect this kingdom. The girl will be the king, and if she marries someone, she will do her wifely duties, but she will come back to the kingdom to take care of it. As luck would have it, she fell in love with and married Arjuna, who completely forgot all about her and went back. And by married, I mean the Gandharva Vivaha, which is a marriage that is consummated with sexual intercourse. There's no other, Vivaha Kriya, so to speak. There is no rituals, no nothing. If the Ladka and Ladki are Razi, they are married. That is the thing. They have married like this. She has a child, but before she has a child, Arjuna has gone back, forgotten all about her. She is completely comfortable with it. She has this child who is Babruvahana. Now, Babruvahana is Arjuna's son, whom we have established as at least the second most important character in Mahabharata, if not the first. And his son is not fighting. Why? Because Manipura is like the erstwhile Switzerland. They don't take sides. They defend their kingdom should someone attack it. They will not attack anyone. And they will not side with anyone in any war, even if those are their own fathers and uncles. So, Manipura stayed completely neutral. What is the consequence of this though? If you talk about a choice and don't talk about its consequence, there's no point. as the story goes, when the Pandavas win and perform the Ashwamedha Yajna, because that is how you get rid of all the sins of this mass murder that has been committed, by committing yet another murder of a horse, which is what a yajna is if you didn't know. Once the horse goes around and comes back, you cut it up into pieces and put it inside the fire. So, the horse goes and the horse enters the kingdom of Manipura. The entire war, the movie called Babruvahana is based upon the fact that there is a father and son war now. The kingdom of Manipura will defend its sovereignty. They will not join you even if you are the father. They will not leave you even if you are the father. So the war that happens between Arjuna and Babruvahana, that is the cornerstone of that movie, in which Babruvahana finally holds a mirror to Arjuna's face and tells him that you talk about your valor, you talk about your greatness, but I don't know if I should do any Kannada here considering how few people understand. Give you a few lines, right? He says, Nupurangala katti natisi takathai endu natya kalisida napunsaka neenu. He says you call yourself a warrior, but you are a person who tied, nupur, what's it called? Anklets, the gunguru to your legs, and you danced and taught a girl how to dance. You are that napunsaka, or the impotent eunuch. Chakravyuhade nuggi chaladinda chedisade maganannu balikotta bhrashta neenu. If you are so great, you should have entered that Chakravyuha and not let your son go and die there. You stand here and talk about bravery to me. Show me what you've got. Shivanannu gedda ninna shaurya nanagu solpa tiliyali. Athava Shivanannu gedde yenno ninna ahankara nannindale mannagali. He says, let me see that greatness of how you won against Shiva. Or today, finally, that ahankar, that arrogance you have that you defeated Shiva, that will end with me today. And they fight. And guess who dies in this? Arjuna. And is brought back to life by Krishna, of course. And finally, it comes to pass that Uluchi, the Naga queen, who remembered that a major curse had been placed upon Arjuna, that he would be killed by his own son, had to be fulfilled, has created this Maya and made all this happen.